What is going on, guys? Gabe here, and today, I don't have this written down, but for the first time in my 1 year of doing YouTube and recording for RotmgTool private server, I will be doing a recreation of the first video that I did, which is what to know about the Nexus. Now, what I talked about in this video, what was in the Nexus. So, since this private server has updated, I believe months ago, the Nexus have changed. So, let's go through the Nexus and see what the new things are in the Nexus that you can get before a new update happens, if it ever does. So, over here on the left, top left, when you're heading near the arena, if you look at the top, you'll see all these stat pots. Now, you have greater potions, which upgrade to 2. They have gotten, I believe, rid of Potion of Oryx in the shop. I haven't seen it. And I hope you guys have a use for those if you have extra fame laying around and you're too lazy to farm this yourselves. Now, if you go upwards more, you go to the right, you will see keys. Now, some of these keys, for now, have now cost fame, such as a lab key, snake pit key, undead layer keys, because before, all of these cost gold. But I think the ones that do not work or are very important are the ones that cost gold. So if you have gold, you can buy these keys. I don't care what you do with them. So if you head over to the right, if you head over to the right, you will see abilities. Now, abilities will help you out. You'll find creational ones. You'll find mystic texture ones, such as the American Shield for right now. And sometimes you can find donator items. There are some donator items in the shops. I don't believe any abilities so far, but I hope you guys be used to these if you're too lazy to farm them, which I do not want to repeat. So all these items that you can farm off of, if you have extra fame, you can be lazy and buy them in the shop. Now, if you go over to the right even more, you will find weapons. Now, these weapons are just regular tiered weapons from tier, I believe, let me think. I think it's tier 12 is the lowest you can go. And all the way up to tier 14. Now, some items, such as the Staff of Bravery, Ivy Sword, the Ivy one, those cost a lot of fame because they're donator items. Now, before then, these were donator items that if you get caught with, you could get banned for. Oh, I see a cicada crawling on my monitor. But for now, let's talk about this for a second. Staff of Bravery used to be a donated item. If you would have gotten caught with it, you would have either been banned or you would have been kicked and you would have to give it back. Well, you'd be banned if it offends. But since it's in the shops, we can't really ban you for it unless it's not in the shop. So that's beforehand. Wasn't that just in the shop? The green sword, didn't you see it? It was like up here. Alright, so if you go below that, you'll find armors, and just like the weapons, you will find donator armor that used to be donator items that you can get caught with, and now they're in the shop that cost a lot of fame. Such as this. I don't know why people say this is good, even though the tier, well, it's for a warrior. I still prefer Armor of the Nile because it's high defense. Suck it. I don't care. Hate me. Now, at the very bottom, you will find cloths and dyes. Now, beforehand, there was only dyes, and there was only a certain amount of dyes that you had. But now you have restorations of dyes and cloths, which is amazing because I used to have cloth, and I thought if I would have been caught, I used to have this kind of dye, the green weave cloth, not the hair, Don't you dare get confused by it. Even though it looks like hair on my character, don't get confused by it. But cloths weren't really in the shops. You'd have to give yourself them if you were a donator or not. Either way, they all cost fame. Everything costs fame except for some keys. And then, last but not least, in the shops, you have the rings. Now, some rings, such as the Ring of Obsidian, Amulet of Ruby, Ring of Energy, used to be donator items, but now they're in the shop, so if you have them and you have fame, you can get them. Even though I prefer the trusty old Amulet of God, which is the overpowered amulet, got cost 5.5k, which I haven't seen in the shop yet, but I think it does. So that's for the items that you can get in the Nexus. If you haven't been living under a rock and you know this private server, you know that in the middle you can change your name for 1,000 gold, you can change your character, you can go to your guild hall, and you can go to your vault. We still have that glitch to where if you go anywhere else, you can be transported to your guild hall, assuming that you're in a guild. If you go upwards, you can find the realms. They are laggy, but you can farm stat pots really easily in there if you can deal with the lag. To the right, we have the guild. We have the guild part. You can make your guild, you can leave your guild and all that. To the bottom, it used to be the like arena, like solo arena, but now it's just a class. And last but not least, if you go all the way to the right, you'll find the arena and solo arena. Now you can see these little fame things that you can buy for gold, but that's besides the point. So, I'll post the video of me giving thanks in the description below. But I do like to give out my thanks for the 1 year I've been on YouTube. So I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I post it. See ya.